number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause I like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Yeah. Wind up it's magic. Wind up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr now to throw. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
From the 36, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
Went for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the ball, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
Go, Mike. Monday, down. 180. Hey, it's time to... Hey, let's go. It's time to come across. It's a party now.
Now Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, Delta. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51. You don't want to go one now. You don't get it. Pick up the ball.
To throw, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go. Red. 24's the mark. 3 bucks. Shit. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Flacco. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Go. Lock it. 36.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Gun. 24's the mark. Get ready. 24's the mark. Hey, Charlie. Tighten down. There you go. 24's the mic. 24's the mic.
Flacco from the gun. Got a man. He finds Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On first and 10, it's Lindsay. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Play action, Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He's going to look deep down the upfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a give to Crowell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Carr, and that'll be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets it to Brown. Good play. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, my 7.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
We're good.
From the gun, it's Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Well, week 1 finally wrapping up here tonight, but more football coming your way Thursday night. It'll be the Buccaneers and Panthers in an early season NFC South battle in Charlotte. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Monday.
completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
3 wide. Check 99. Gun. Bravo. 24 is the mic. Hey, here we go.
On second and 12, Flacco. Sanders has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Wait. Tight right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Kill. Yo, lead. 22-jet bomber.
Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Check Monday. Block it.
Now a handoff for Lindsey. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Flacco. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
It's going to be another day.
gets a decent chunk of yardage. He's got his tight end Fant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To pass, Flacco. Screen pass to Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and goal.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 7. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are in for 6. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Carr to throw. Man open left side is Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller. His 2nd sack of the night. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now it's Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
4 down. Swing. 24's the mic. Hey, Alpha. 24's the mic. Tackle. 24's the mic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing now is Carr. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The handoff, running left, Corral. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 67 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bootleg, Flacco. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a give to Lindsey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're over here. You're over here. Too wide. We got three, fellas. We got three.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Flacco now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. It's a give to Freeman running right. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We got 4. We got 4.
Flacco. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Exit. Let's go, defense. Don't red. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, it's Lenzen, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Passing play, Flacco. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 36-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Yo, we. 64, we. Switch it.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Flacco now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. This is the tight end, Fant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Gun. Regular. Hey, Hunt.
Here's Flacco. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A great Monday night to wrap up the weekend football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Hey, 4 down. Watch the edge.
From the 29, Flacco. That is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Box truck. Hey, Monday.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lindsey.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check.
On 2nd and 2, Carr trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Check. Block 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On 1st down, Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check safety. 51. Slam. 80 weapon.
Flacco looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Double dog. That's the way.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos will extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards.
And the Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders are back within a score. Now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Carr, and he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watch the twist. Sponge. No.
From midfield, here's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 17, Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Lindsey. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
That's taken on the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Monday, down. 180. Scoot. Silver.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And there's a man they call AB. Always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before.
Down. 180. Check in. I'm coming for you.
Carr now on 1st down. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Carr. That is caught. at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And the Broncos aren't able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guy.